Introduction to Master Slam. In the realm of martial arts, where warriors clash and legends are forged, there existed a figure of immense stature and reputation, Master Slam. Known across lands and seas for his Herculean strength and indomitable will, Master Slam was a colossus on the mats, a titan whose name echoed in the halls of countless dojos. His philosophy was simple yet unwavering. In strength, there is victory. In power, there is dominance. This creed guided his every move, from thunderous throws to earth-shattering takedowns. Master Slam's journey in martial arts began at a tender age, under the tutelage of revered masters. He excelled, driven by an insatiable hunger for victory and a relentless pursuit of physical prowess. His style was a spectacle of raw power, each move a testament to his physical superiority. Yet for all his might, there was one aspect of martial arts he viewed with skepticism, the subtle, intricate art of wristlocks. To Master Slam, the idea of focusing on such a small and seemingly insignificant joint was ludicrous. He scoffed at the practitioners of wristlocks, whom he saw as minnows playing in a world of sharks. How can one conquer with a grip on the wrist? He often mused. His disdain for the technique was widely known, and it became a hallmark of his martial philosophy. But fate, as it often does, had a twist in store for Master Slam. A twist that would not just challenge his physical abilities, but also his beliefs, and set him on a path he never expected to tread. The winds of destiny began to shift on the eve of the Grand Martial Tournament, an event celebrated as a confluence of the finest warriors from across the globe. It was here that Master Slam was to face an opponent unlike any he had encountered before, Renshi, a revered master and prophet from the Church of Wristlocks. Renshi was an enigma in the martial arts world. With a demeanor as calm as a placid lake and eyes that seemed to hold centuries of wisdom, he was the antithesis of Master Slam. His fame was not built on brute strength or explosive combat, but on a profound understanding of leverage, joint manipulation, and most notably, the art of the wristlock. Renshi was not just a practitioner. He was a philosopher of the mats, preaching the virtues of subtlety and technique over raw power. As the tournament commenced, the air was thick with anticipation. The arena was a melting pot of spectators, from wide-eyed novices to seasoned veterans, all eager to witness the clash of these two contrasting titans of martial arts. Rumors swirled, bets were placed, and opinions were divided. Could the raw power of Master Slam withstand the technical prowess of Renshi? Master Slam entered the arena with his usual air of confidence, his muscular frame casting a formidable shadow. Across the mat stood Renshi, his presence serene, almost meditative. The contrast was striking, the storm and the calm, the force and the finesse. As they bowed to each other, a murmur ran through the crowd. Master Slam towered over his opponent, his smirk barely concealed. He anticipated a swift victory, another notch on his belt of conquests. Little did he know, this encounter would be a turning point in his life, a challenge that would redefine his understanding of strength and victory. The match commenced with the tension of a coiled spring. Master Slam, embodying the tempest, launched into a barrage of powerful strikes and grappling maneuvers, each move a display of his athletic prowess. The crowd roared with each thunderous attempt to overpower Renshi, who, in stark contrast, resembled a leaf in a storm, bending but never breaking. Renshi moved with a fluid grace that belied his years, each motion deliberate, conserving energy, studying his opponent with a tactician's eye. He absorbed the assaults with a calmness that seemed to frustrate Master Slam, whose initial smirks had given way to frowns of exertion. As the bout progressed, a subtle shift occurred. Master Slam's explosive energy began to wane. His movements, once swift and sharp, started to betray hints of fatigue. The crowd sensed the change, their cheers morphing into murmurs of uncertainty. Master Slam, so used to overpowering his foes, found himself in uncharted waters. In a pivotal moment, as Master Slam lunged with a mighty arm lock, Renshi saw his opening. With a swift, almost imperceptible movement, he redirected Master Slam's momentum, guiding the giant's arm into a perfectly executed wrist lock. The arena fell into stunned silence as they witnessed the unthinkable Master Slam, caught in the subtle snare of a wristlock, tapping out in submission. The bell rang, signaling the end of the match, but the echo of that moment resonated far beyond the mats. Master Slam, still kneeling, looked up at Renshi Kennedis with a mixture of disbelief and newfound respect. The crowd erupted into a mix of cheers and gasps, bearing witness to a moment that would be etched in martial arts lore. Master Slam had entered the arena as an unshakable force, but he left with something far more valuable: a crack in the armor of his convictions, a seed of curiosity about the art he had once dismissed. This match was not just a defeat, it was the beginning of an unexpected journey of self-discovery and transformation. In the days following the tournament, Master Slam was engulfed in a tempest of introspection. The defeat at the hands of Renshi Kennedis had shaken the very foundations of his beliefs. His once unshakable confidence now wavered, haunted by the memory of the wristlock that had humbled him. It was during this period of soul-searching that Master Slam encountered Professorus Shonurium, an acolyte from the Church of Wristlocks. Professorus Shonurium, known for his insightful approach to martial arts, approached Master Slam not with arrogance, but with the open hand of a fellow traveler on the path of martial wisdom. Their conversations were deep and often stretched late into the night. Professorus Shonurium spoke of the wristlock not just as a technique, but as a philosophy. He painted a world where strength was measured not in force but in understanding, where victory lay in the elegance of execution rather than the power of the blow. Master Slam, a warrior at heart, was torn. His entire career had been built on the pillars of physical strength and dominance. Yet here he was, intrigued by an approach that seemed at odds with everything he knew. The wristlock, once an object of ridicule, now became a symbol of an unknown realm of martial arts waiting to be explored. After much contemplation, Master Slam made a decision that would shock his peers and followers. He would delve into the world of wristlocks. He would become a student again, embarking on a journey to understand the subtle art that had defeated him. It was a path fraught with challenges, but for Master Slam, it was a challenge he now eagerly embraced. Master Slam's decision to embrace the art of wristlocks marked the beginning of a journey as challenging as it was enlightening. Swapping his role of a revered master for that of a humble student, he stepped into the world of the Church of Wristlocks, a realm where subtlety reigned supreme over brute force. His training began under the watchful eyes of Professorus Shonurium, who took delight in dismantling Master Slam's preconceived notions about strength and combat. The training sessions were a blend of serious learning and lighthearted jest. "Remember, Master Slam?" Professorus Shonurium would often say, "The wrist is not conquered through strength, but through understanding. It's like persuading a cat to take a bath. Force is futile. Cunning is key." The dojo often erupted in laughter as the once indomitable Master Slam fumbled with the delicate intricacies of wristlocks. His large, powerful hands, accustomed to crushing grips, now struggled to perform gentle manipulations. Each session was a humbling experience, a dance between frustration and fascination. One memorable incident occurred during a sparring session. Master Slam, eager to apply his new learnings, attempted a wrist lock on a seasoned practitioner. However, in his enthusiasm, he miscalculated the angle, resulting in him locking his own wrist instead. The dojo roared with laughter, and even Master Slam couldn't help but join in. It was moments like these that chipped away at his ego, teaching him the value of laughter and the joy of learning from mistakes. As weeks turned into months, Master Slam's technique began to improve. His movements became more fluid, his understanding of leverage deepened, and he started to appreciate the chess-like strategy behind each wristlock. The journey was far from easy, but with each training session, the pieces of the puzzle began to fit together, revealing the beautiful tapestry of an art form he had once dismissed. Master Slam's journey through the realms of wristlocks was akin to a voyage across uncharted waters. Each day brought new challenges, new insights, and a deeper appreciation for the art he once dismissed. His training under Professorus Shonurium became more than just learning techniques. It was a transformative process, reshaping his understanding of martial arts and himself. His training sessions were intensive and diverse, ranging from detailed anatomical studies to practical applications in sparring. Master Slam, once reliant solely on his physical attributes, now delved into the intricate mechanics of the wrist, understanding the leverage points and vulnerabilities. He was fascinated by how a small twist applied with precision could control an opponent's entire body. One of the key milestones in his journey was his first successful application of a wristlock during a sparring session. It was a moment of profound realization. As his opponent tapped out, Master Slam stood frozen, the euphoria of the moment washing over him. He had not won through sheer strength. It was strategy, timing, and technique. This victory was different. It was cerebral, almost spiritual. Master Slam also began to engage in teaching the basics of wristlocks to novices. This role reversal from student to teacher, albeit in a limited capacity, was enlightening. As he explained the concepts to beginners, he found his own understanding deepening. Teaching became a tool for self-reflection, solidifying his knowledge and skills. The dojo became a place of joy and laughter, a stark contrast to the rigid, serious atmosphere of his previous training grounds. Here, every mistake was an opportunity to learn, every spar a chance to improve. The practitioners of the Church of Wristlocks welcomed him, not as a former adversary, but as a fellow seeker of knowledge. Through these months of rigorous practice, Master Slam's philosophy evolved. He began to see martial arts not as a display of dominance, but as an endless journey of learning and self-improvement. The wristlock, once a mere technique, now symbolized a deeper wisdom, the power of adaptability and the importance of embracing change. The transformation of Master Slam reached its zenith on a day that began like any other in the dojo. During a sparring session, he found himself seamlessly flowing into a wristlock, a move that once felt alien now executed with natural ease. It was in this moment, the gentle yet firm control over his opponent's wrist, that a profound revelation dawned upon him. Master Slam had always equated strength with victory, but as he released the wristlock, he realized strength was not just about physical power. It was also about adaptability, understanding, and finesse. The wristlock, which he had once scorned, had taught him a more profound lesson than any of his previous victories. It was a lesson in humility, in the beauty of simplicity, and in the depth of martial arts. This epiphany was not just a turning point in his martial arts career, but in his life philosophy. Master Slam began to see the world through a different lens. The wristlock had unlocked more than just an opponent's defense. It had unlocked a new way of thinking, a new way of being. Embracing this transformation, Master Slam publicly declared his newfound respect and dedication to the art of wristlocks. His declaration sent ripples through the martial arts community. Many were shocked, some skeptical, but all were intrigued. His journey inspired others to question their own beliefs and to explore paths they had previously ignored. Master Slam's conversion was more than just adopting a new technique. It was an embodiment of the idea that even the most hardened and seasoned warriors could embrace change, learn, and grow. The wristlock, a once maligned technique, had become a symbol of his personal and philosophical evolution. Master Slam's journey from skepticism to enlightenment stands as a testament to the boundless possibilities inherent in the martial arts and in life. His story inspires a message of openness, humility, and continual growth, reminding us that even the most steadfast beliefs can be transformed by the gentle yet firm grasp of new knowledge.